Kayane versus Mick. Oh, Mick was so good at this game. Jeez. Mick was super good. Let's watch this one. This was such a huge stage for its time. This was hella esports. This was hella esports. The room was huge too. There was a big crowd. This is Kayane versus Mick. At this time, she was the second best Soul Calibur player in France, right under Dan the Knight. And there's Team France behind her, and there's Mick. I think I was sitting next to Mick, but I don't remember. Kayane is X. Man, Sophie is a crazy good character in this game. And at this time, I didn't know anything about her at all. I had to fight Mick in this tournament. I've told this story before, but he revealed his tech to me. He revealed all his tech the night before. Shouldn't have did that. That could have been a stab punish. I think she can stab punish her 3A. Nice, that move is cheap. Yeah, Mick was the guy. I didn't sandbag him. I tried to beat him, but he kicked my ass with Sophie the night before. And that was the first time I ever played him. He made me play. I didn't want to play. He made me play, and he kicked my ass with Sophie the night before. But that revealed all his fucking strategies. And I went into practice mode after he kicked my ass and figured out how to beat him. And then I beat him. Hey, you know a big black dude named JJ who lives in San Diego? Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Probably. If I see his face, I'm sure I would recognize him. That was crazy. Crybaby is the cheapest shit ever. Did you see that? You can never wake X up in this game. Her Crybaby hits from all angles, even on the sides, and it's like 2 frames. It's really cheap. Was Necrid a banned character? I think he was either banned or no one used him because he was too shitty, but no one ever used him. And none of those other characters were allowed either, because they were console exclusive. Necrid wasn't, but nobody ever used him. He might have been banned, I don't know. Man, he fucked that up. That was an input mistake. He wanted to do back B, but he just got back. Oh. Big trade. Yeah, Xianghua is... I was talking about this earlier, but to me, Chai, Xianghua, and Valdo are the 2 best characters in this game. Easy. Like, there are no other characters that win every matchup. And this... Against each other, it's a 5-5. So Valdo versus X is 5-5, and every other matchup they win. So those 2 characters are unique. I think Valdo has a couple of other 5-5 matchups too, like Sophie and Cassie. Actually, probably not Sophie, but Cassie is pretty tough. What does 5-5 mean? Wow. Well, usually when people talk about matchups, they refer to them as, out of 10 matches, how many would this character win? So, if it's an 8-2 matchup, it means out of 10 matches, I would win 8 matches. If it's a 5-5 matchup, it means it's even. Out of 10 matches, I would win 5 of them. So it's an even matchup. So when I say it's a 5-5 matchup, that means it's an even matchup. Jesus. I haven't explained that in a while. Do you still have your Xbox One from Comic-Con? Yeah, I do. Somewhere in my garbage can. I mained Mitsurugi. Yeah, Mitsurugi's really good in this game too. Right under top tier in my opinion. Mitsurugi's as good as Nightmare, if you ask me. Just under S class. Oh, she switched to Talon. Mick was just too good. And I'm sure she didn't have much experience against Sophie. Sophie was a very underused character. Mick was the only good one in the whole world that I knew about at the time. Though now I've fought against Pad Shen. And honestly, Pad Shen is probably the best Soul Calibur player I've ever played in my life. That guy is something special. He's the king of fucking nerds. That guy does combos that are so fucking situational. And he does them in real matches. Quick Pad Shrimp, that guy is top tier. He's the best Soul Calibur player. Did the Yo-Man do well in tournaments? The Yo-Man is a legend. I never even watched him play. He was one of those guys that never traveled from the South. The South had so many players that were very talented that nobody ever saw on the West Coast. You know, like there were a ton of players. Even Mick and RTD, this is the first time I ever played them. At this tournament, this was the first tournament. I had played them in casuals. But this was the first tournament that I ever played Mick and RTD. In France! We both went to France to play each other. We all went to France. Are even matchups fun? I mean, it's not... That part of the game doesn't dictate the fun. In this game, some matches are really fun. Valdo versus Nightmare is super fun. It's like Galaga. You're just dodging. Dodging and responding. You know? It's like... it's a really fun matchup. But there are matches that are not fun. Like, anyone against X is not fun. Because X is just the cheapest character. She moves around so quickly. She has the best moves, the highest damage, and she's the fastest. She has the fastest moves. And on top of all that, her body is so small, lots of stuff will just whiff. She's super good. Yeah, there was a team tournament. The team tournament was the night before. We won that too. I have both trophies in my mom's closet. The team tournament, USA won that, and the singles tournament, I won that. Who was the best Killick player? Nobody really good played Killick. This guy Fetz played Killick for a while, but he was never really good with him. He got good when he switched to Cervantes. Killick's fucking trash in this game. He's decent, but Songmina is like everything he does but better. Songmina is better. Eight-way run is the weakest way to sidestep in this game. Step guard is the strongest way to sidestep. Eight-way run is super dangerous in this game. It's not as dangerous as the newest ones because in the new ones you get counter hit properties. But in this game, you have a safe option to sidestep, so you don't want an 8-way run. It's very risky, unless you're confident. Or you want to do an 8-way run move. If you want to do an 8-way run move, then of course you have to 8-way run to do it. How is Maxi in this game? one of the weaker characters, but still winnable. I mean, in the last few years I played against that guy from NorCal, Crazy CD. He's really good. He put me in losers at NCR a couple years ago with Maxi. But I mean, you know, he's limited. Maxi's a limited character. Do you remember that cool training mode bug where I don't remember that, no.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Ivy's really good in this game. Really great. But Ivy is much better when you have back-to-back setups. If you have regular setups, Ivy's a lot worse because it's very difficult to mask your summon suffering. It's easy to hear it.